On a quiet evening, the world seemed to pause. The gentle hum of distant traffic mingled with the soft rustle of leaves in the night breeze. Moonlight spilled through the windows, casting long, tranquil shadows across familiar furniture. There was a sense of stillness, as if the universe itself were holding its breath. In these quiet moments, the mind becomes more receptive, more attuned to the subtle mysteries that usually go unnoticed. As you settle into the comfort of your surroundings, you may notice the delicate play of light on the walls, the faint scent of night air drifting through an open window. These ordinary details anchor us, but they also prepare the mind for something extraordinary, something just beyond the edge of understanding. Humans have always gazed at the stars and wondered if there was life elsewhere, if the vast skies held companions waiting silently in the dark. Throughout history, countless civilizations have looked upward, crafting myths and stories to explain the strange lights and movements in the heavens. Even now, modern astronomers, physicists, and curious night watchers continue this age-old fascination, scanning the skies for anomalies that hint at a larger cosmos. Tonight, you are invited to join that quiet tradition of wonder, to embrace the calm of the night while keeping a gentle curiosity for the unexplained. Imagine the soft glow of distant stars as they twinkle silently, each one a tiny mystery. Some nights are ordinary, peaceful, and unremarkable. Other nights, however, carry whispers of the extraordinary, faint patterns of light that seem to move with intention, gentle anomalies that spark questions but not fear. It is in this space between serenity and curiosity that the story begins. A place where your mind can wander freely, exploring the unknown without urgency, without alarm. Feel the weight of your body sinking into your resting place, the rhythmic rise and fall of your breath, and the subtle awareness that the universe around you is vast, quiet, and perhaps a little mysterious. Tonight, you are not just an observer of your own room, but a witness to the possibility of something beyond, a participant in a story that stretches across time and space, inviting calm reflection and gentle wonder. Here, under the watchful glow of the night sky, ordinary life meets the extraordinary. The air is still, yet alive with potential. The moment is yours to inhabit fully, relaxed and attentive, ready to drift slowly into a journey where the familiar comforts of home and the subtle mysteries of the cosmos coexist in perfect harmony. The night unfolds like a quiet, familiar melody. Outside, the wind brushes softly against the trees, causing leaves to dance lightly in the moonlight. You feel the gentle comfort of your surroundings, the softness of your bedding, the warmth of the room, the faint hum of the world beyond your walls. It is an ordinary night in every sense, yet there is a subtle quality that feels just a little unusual, as though the universe has prepared something extraordinary in the silence. You notice the sky stretching endlessly above, a deep, velvety expanse dotted with stars. Perhaps, in the corner of your vision, a faint light moves with unusual steadiness or appears and disappears softly, like a secret being whispered. Historically, ordinary nights like this have been the backdrop for some of the most intriguing reports of unexplained phenomena. In the late 1940s and 1950s, as airplanes first began to crisscross the skies more frequently, countless ordinary citizens reported strange lights, silent objects, and patterns that defied conventional explanations. Pilots often recounted moments when their instruments behaved oddly or when they glimpsed an unidentifiable craft moving with impossible precision. Ordinary nights became the canvas for extraordinary experiences, leaving those who witnessed them both awed and bewildered. Psychologists note that our perception is particularly heightened at night. In low light, our brains fill in gaps with imagination, sometimes enhancing subtle anomalies into memorable experiences. This is part of why eyewitness reports often describe vivid encounters, even when the stimuli are faint or fleeting. You, lying quietly in your own bed, are in a similar state of receptive calm. Your senses are awake yet relaxed, noticing small movements in the dark, subtle variations in sound, the play of shadows. It is in this balance between alertness and relaxation that the mind becomes open to wonder. Imagine the soft glow of distant lights drifting across the horizon. Perhaps they shimmer, pause, or move with a smoothness that seems deliberate, yet without urgency. You may feel a gentle tug of curiosity, not fear, but a quiet intrigue. This has been the experience of countless ordinary people throughout history: farmers, night shift workers, and travelers who looked up at the dark sky and noticed something they could not explain. Some saw it as a fleeting anomaly, others as a more profound hint that the universe holds secrets beyond the mundane rhythms of daily life. As you continue to breathe slowly and evenly, allow your mind to follow these lights, tracing their calm, deliberate paths. Let yourself imagine the possibility of intelligence, or perhaps an entirely different order of existence, moving silently above, unnoticed by most but present nonetheless. In this space, ordinary life and extraordinary possibilities coexist seamlessly. The night is both a familiar friend and a gateway to the unknown, a quiet reminder that even the most peaceful evenings may hold gentle mysteries, waiting for those who notice and listen. Tonight, you are invited to inhabit that space fully, calm, relaxed, and quietly curious. You are both observer and participant, aware of the ordinary comforts around you while also sensing the extraordinary possibilities beyond. Every rustle, every flicker of light, every subtle motion in the night sky becomes part of a delicate tapestry, weaving ordinary life with the potential for wonder. In this serene setting, the stage is set. The night is ready to reveal its stories, blending tranquility with a soft touch of mystery as the journey into the unknown begins. Throughout human history, the night sky has been a source of both wonder and mystery. Long before modern technology, civilizations across the world gazed upward, crafting myths and stories to explain the lights and movements they observed. Ancient Sumerians, Egyptians, and Mayans meticulously recorded celestial events, often attributing unusual lights or comets to divine beings or messages from the gods. Even the stars themselves were sometimes considered sentient, carrying hidden knowledge across the night. These early interpretations reveal a fundamental human impulse. When faced with the unknown, we tell stories that both comfort and inspire, blending imagination with observation. As time progressed, these myths evolved into more contemporary sightings, particularly during the 20th century when technological advancements allowed ordinary people to witness the sky in new ways. The post-World War II era marked the beginning of the modern UFO phenomenon. In 1947, the famous Roswell incident captured the public imagination, igniting debates that persist to this day. Official statements initially reported the recovery of a flying disc, but were soon revised to explain it as a weather balloon. Historians note that this contradiction, common in many early reports, fueled both fascination and skepticism. Pilots, military personnel, and everyday citizens began sharing stories of unexplained lights moving at incredible speeds, performing maneuvers that defied conventional aerodynamics. These accounts, often recorded with meticulous detail, became the foundation for our modern understanding of extraterrestrial possibilities. Researchers and psychologists studying these reports observed intriguing patterns. Many sightings occurred during calm, ordinary nights, when the sky appeared familiar and unthreatening. In these conditions, subtle anomalies, a flicker, a bright dot moving unexpectedly, stood out more prominently, capturing attention and lodging in memory. Eyewitnesses frequently described feelings of awe, curiosity, or even a gentle unease, rather than outright fear. This blend of calm and subtle mystery is part of what makes nighttime encounters so compelling, both for those who experienced them and for the generations who read or heard the stories afterward. Cultural and historical context further enriches these accounts. In the 1950s and 1960s, the Cold War heightened attention to unidentified objects, as governments closely monitored the skies for potential threats. Declassified documents reveal that the military often investigated unusual reports, yet most encounters were never fully explained. Scholars argue that this ambiguity, combined with media coverage, helped embed UFO phenomena into the public consciousness, blending factual reports with speculation and imagination. Even today, historical records continue to be re-examined. Researchers trace patterns in sightings, comparing reports across decades and continents to identify commonalities and differences. Some lights in the sky can be attributed to natural phenomena or man-made objects, yet many remain unexplained, resisting categorization. The night sky, with its infinite depth and silent presence, remains a stage where ordinary humans occasionally glimpse hints of something extraordinary. As you lie quietly in your own bed, imagine joining this long lineage of observers. From ancient civilizations to mid-century pilots, from farmers in remote fields to modern astronomers scanning the cosmos, countless eyes have looked upward with the same blend of curiosity and calm you feel tonight. Each of these moments contributes to a broader story, one that stretches across history and across the vast expanse of the sky. In this way, you are not merely observing from your room. You are part of a continuing tradition of quiet, reflective wonder, bridging the ordinary with the extraordinary as the night unfolds around you. Across history, ordinary people have often found themselves witnesses to extraordinary events, moments when the familiar night skies seem to ripple with subtle mysteries. Picture a quiet rural landscape, a lone farmer stepping outside to check the fields, the soft crunch of grass beneath his boots, and suddenly noticing a strange light hovering silently above the horizon. Unlike the steady glow of a distant street lamp or the predictable path of an airplane, this light moved with a smooth deliberation, pausing and shifting in ways that defied natural explanation. This is the essence of many eyewitness accounts, the ordinary world suddenly interrupted by something that feels alive, yet entirely unknown. One of the most notable examples comes from the story of Betty and Barney Hill in 1961. Driving home late at night in New Hampshire, the Hills observed a bright object in the sky, unlike any conventional aircraft. Official investigations reported no immediate threat, yet the Hills' recollections described intricate details, strange beings, complex lights, and experiences that lingered in memory long after the night ended. Psychologists studying their case noted that the combination of a calm nighttime setting, the ordinary routine of driving, and a sudden visual anomaly created a potent mix for lasting impressions. Their story, while extraordinary, reflects a common pattern in eyewitness reports: the sudden intrusion of the unknown into an otherwise normal, tranquil night. Other accounts follow a similar rhythm. Pilots at high altitude have described silent craft darting with incredible precision, maneuvering faster than known technology allows. Night shift workers, alone in warehouses or factory floors, have reported fleeting shadows or lights outside windows, impossible to attribute to ordinary sources. Farmers in remote regions, accustomed to clear, quiet nights, sometimes observe luminous objects hovering above fields, disappearing and reappearing in ways that defy explanation. In each case, witnesses emphasize calm observation rather than fear. The human response is often awe, curiosity, or even a quiet sense of connection to something larger than themselves. Historical records show that the government and media often treated such reports with skepticism or sensationalism, but the consistency in eyewitness testimony is remarkable. While official statements might describe misidentified aircraft or atmospheric anomalies, witnesses consistently recount similar patterns: unusual lights, smooth and intelligent movement, and a lingering sense of wonder. Researchers analyzing these accounts note that this consistency across decades and continents lends credibility, even if the phenomena cannot be fully explained. The psychological impact on witnesses is equally compelling. Many describe altered perceptions of time, heightened awareness of surroundings, or a deep sense of calm mingled with curiosity. Some record dreams influenced by the encounter, while others report a lasting fascination with the night sky. It is as though these quiet, ordinary nights, punctuated by extraordinary events, leave subtle imprints on memory, shaping how individuals perceive the unknown for years to come. As you lie in your own quiet space tonight, imagine joining this lineage of observers. The stillness of your room, the gentle rhythm of your breath, mirrors the calm that often precedes a remarkable sighting. Across history, countless ordinary people have felt the same mixture of tranquility and curiosity, witnessing moments that hint at something beyond the everyday. By gently following these stories, you too can experience that delicate balance, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary, and where calm observation opens the mind to the mysteries of the universe. Throughout the decades, governments and the media have played a complex role in shaping public perception of UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters. While eyewitnesses share detailed and often compelling accounts, official reports frequently painted a different picture. Declassified documents from agencies like the CIA, the Pentagon, and the Air Force reveal investigations into unidentified aerial phenomena, sometimes acknowledging the presence of objects that could not be explained by conventional means. Yet, for various reasons, national security, public skepticism, or simple bureaucratic caution, many of these accounts were downplayed, delayed, or labeled as misidentified natural phenomena. This contrast between official explanation and personal testimony has, over time, become a hallmark of the UFO phenomenon, creating a space where intrigue and mystery coexist. Media coverage, too, has oscillated between sensationalism and serious investigation. Newspapers and magazines of the 1950s and 1960s often reported sightings with dramatic flair, emphasizing the unknown and sometimes stoking public fear. At the same time, investigative journalists sought to verify claims, scrutinizing photographs, radar data, and eyewitness statements. In many cases, the public received two parallel narratives, one of ordinary life and mundane explanations, and another of inexplicable events that defied easy answers. This duality contributed to a cultural fascination that persists today, where UFOs are at once part of mainstream conversation and a subject of quiet speculation. Historical cases demonstrate this tension vividly. For example, during the 1947 Roswell incident, initial military reports suggested the recovery of a flying disc, only to be swiftly revised as debris from a weather balloon. Historians note that this abrupt shift in official narrative fueled decades of debate, inspiring both conspiracy theories and meticulous academic investigation. Similar patterns appear in other high-profile cases: Phoenix Lights in 1997, Nimitz encounters in 2004, and more recent Pentagon-released footage from 2020. Each incident shows a recurring theme. Official acknowledgement exists, but it is often limited, carefully worded, or partially obscured, leaving the public with tantalizing fragments of information. Researchers studying these phenomena often emphasize the importance of credibility and context. Witnesses who report encounters are frequently trained observers, pilots, military personnel, or scientists whose accounts carry weight. Yet their descriptions often differ from official conclusions, highlighting the subtle gap between personal experience and institutional interpretation. Psychologists suggest that this gap can create both tension and fascination in the public imagination, drawing attention to the unknown while maintaining a calm, reflective curiosity. The interplay between secrecy and disclosure has also influenced cultural perceptions. Governments may withhold information for security, but the very act of withholding invites speculation and imagination. Scholars argue that this duality, partial disclosure versus mystery, has shaped how humans approach the unknown, blending awe with rational inquiry. In this calm, nocturnal frame, the night becomes not just a backdrop for personal wonder but a mirror for society's ongoing negotiation with the unexplained. As you settle into the quiet of your own evening, you can imagine these historical and contemporary tensions unfolding gently above the world. Official reports, careful investigations, and fleeting eyewitness accounts all coexist in a delicate balance, reflecting a universe that is at once knowable and elusive. In this serene, reflective space, you can follow the threads of mystery without urgency, allowing the calm of the night to carry you deeper into contemplation. It is here, between the lines of official documentation and the vivid memories of those who have witnessed the extraordinary, that the story of our quiet nights among the stars continues, blending the ordinary with the extraordinary in subtle, compelling ways. Beyond the official reports and historical accounts, there exists a realm of alternative and paranormal theories that have long captured human imagination. Some researchers suggest that unidentified aerial phenomena might not be entirely extraterrestrial in the conventional sense, but could instead hint at interdimensional travel or realities that coexist alongside our own. Imagine for a moment that the quiet night sky above is not just empty space, but a threshold where different dimensions overlap subtly, revealing glimpses of forms, lights, or beings that normally remain hidden. These ideas, while speculative, are grounded in thoughtful scientific inquiry and philosophical reasoning, inviting calm reflection rather than fear. Other theories explore the possibility of advanced technology from civilizations far beyond our understanding. Some engineers and physicists have pointed out that certain reported maneuvers, sudden accelerations, instantaneous changes in direction, and hovering without visible propulsion cannot be achieved by any currently known human technology. This has led to the hypothesis that if these sightings are indeed intelligent, they could belong to beings with technology far surpassing our own. Even though definitive evidence remains elusive, the consistency of eyewitness descriptions across decades and continents lends a quiet credibility to these speculations. Paranormal and psychological interpretations also offer intriguing perspectives. Sleep researchers and cognitive psychologists note that altered states of consciousness, particularly in calm nighttime settings, can influence how we perceive subtle anomalies. Some experiences may be influenced by lucid dreams, hypnagogic visions, or heightened sensory sensitivity. Yet, many witnesses describe experiences so vivid and consistent that they feel undeniably real, leaving a gentle but persistent impression on memory. These reports often blend ordinary observation with subtle elements that defy explanation, creating experiences that feel both familiar and extraordinary. Historical cases sometimes blend these theories seamlessly. The famous Betty and Barney Hill abduction included detailed descriptions of beings, technology, and even star maps, inviting interpretations that range from extraterrestrial visitation to interdimensional contact. Similarly, the Phoenix Lights in 1997 prompted both skeptical explanations, military flares, aircraft, atmospheric phenomena, and alternative readings that emphasize deliberate patterns and intelligence. Researchers continue to examine such events, noting that the diversity of explanations reflects the human desire to understand the unknown while maintaining mental calm and coherence. Cultural and philosophical dimensions of these theories also encourage gentle reflection. Many spiritual traditions interpret encounters with unusual lights or beings as symbolic of consciousness expansion, awareness of unseen realities, or guidance from forces beyond ordinary perception. Modern researchers in ufology and consciousness studies often approach these interpretations with caution, respecting both skepticism and curiosity. This balanced approach allows the mind to explore possibilities while remaining grounded, creating a reflective state that is perfect for calm nighttime contemplation. As you lie quietly in your room tonight, imagine that the universe is layered with complexity beyond what is immediately visible. Lights in the sky may be more than reflections or distant aircraft. They could hint at intelligence, hidden dimensions, or advanced technology that challenges our ordinary understanding. In this serene, contemplative space, curiosity and calm coexist. You can gently follow the patterns of the unknown, allowing your imagination to stretch across the quiet night sky without fear, absorbing the subtle wonder of possibilities that are at once scientific, paranormal, and profoundly mysterious. The mysteries of the night sky have not only captured individual curiosity but have also woven themselves into the fabric of human culture. Across centuries and continents, people have created stories, myths, and artistic expressions inspired by strange lights, unexplained objects, and the subtle sense that we are not alone in the universe. These cultural reflections provide a gentle bridge between the unknown and the familiar, allowing us to explore curiosity, imagination, and wonder in a safe and comforting way. As you lie quietly tonight, you can let your mind drift along these threads, tracing the ways in which human creativity has been inspired by the cosmos. From ancient civilizations to modern societies, celestial phenomena have often been interpreted as messages or signs. The Egyptians, for example, meticulously observed the stars, integrating their movements into religious beliefs, architecture, and art. They associated particular celestial alignments with divine events, seeing the heavens as a canvas on which the story of gods and humanity was written. Similarly, the Mayans and the Babylonians tracked planetary movements and lunar cycles with incredible precision, blending scientific observation with mythology. Each culture found meaning in the sky, and each offered explanations that reflected the values, fears, and hopes of its people. This pattern continues today, albeit in modernized forms. Movies, books, television shows, and digital media all draw inspiration from the same curiosity that ancient observers felt when looking upward. The influence of these stories extends deeply into literature and film, where imagination transforms strange phenomena into shared narratives. H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds, for instance, introduced readers to the idea of extraterrestrial intelligence in a way that combined scientific speculation with suspenseful storytelling. Later, films like Close Encounters of the Third Kind and The Extraterrestrial invited audiences to consider encounters with beings from other worlds not as frightening intrusions, but as possibilities for connection and understanding. Even television series such as The X-Files presented extraterrestrial phenomena with a balance of calm curiosity, mystery, and wonder, allowing viewers to explore the unknown while remaining comfortably anchored in everyday life. These cultural interpretations invite contemplation, letting imagination roam freely across possibilities while providing narrative guidance that soothes and reassures the mind. Folklore, too, has contributed to a rich tapestry of cultural understanding. Across the globe, stories circulate about strange lights in the sky, mysterious beings, and brief encounters with the unknown. In some Native American traditions, celestial lights were interpreted as spirits or guides, while in Japan, folklore speaks of unusual aerial phenomena that serve as omens or portents. Even within contemporary society, urban legends of alien sightings or mysterious visitors continue to circulate, often shared in quiet conversations, online forums, or social media communities. These narratives maintain a sense of intrigue and curiosity, encouraging reflection without fear and reinforcing the subtle connection between the ordinary and the extraordinary. Art and music have also been deeply inspired by these mysteries. From paintings depicting celestial beings to electronic music evoking the vastness of space, creative expressions translate awe into tangible, sensory experiences. Imagine a quiet gallery, a soft melody, or a gentle illustration, each inspired by the stars, the unknown, and the possibility of life beyond Earth. These creations allow the imagination to wander freely, transforming abstract curiosity into a soothing and reflective engagement with the universe. Just as the mind can drift among stars, lights, and imagined crafts, so too can it move gracefully through the cultural artifacts inspired by these mysteries, enhancing the sense of calm exploration that is perfect for bedtime reflection. Philosophical and psychological perspectives intertwine with cultural influence as well. Stories of extraterrestrial life, mysterious objects, and fleeting lights invite questions about consciousness, perception, and human understanding. What does it mean to consider life beyond Earth? How does imagination shape our perception of reality? These questions are not meant to be answered definitively tonight. Rather, they serve as gentle prompts for reflection, encouraging your mind to explore without pressure. The calm contemplation of these questions enriches the experience of curiosity, providing a soft cognitive rhythm that relaxes the mind while simultaneously engaging it with meaningful thought. As you lie comfortably, allow yourself to drift through these layers of culture, history, and imagination. Picture ancient astronomers carefully recording movements of stars, writers translating curiosity into vivid narratives, filmmakers presenting scenes of gentle mystery, and artists expressing cosmic wonder through music and imagery. Each thread connects you to the long tradition of human fascination with the unknown, reminding you that your own curiosity is part of a larger, shared experience. The ordinary world, the bed you rest in, the soft blankets, the quiet night, is anchored and safe, while your imagination can roam freely across centuries, cultures, and stories inspired by the sky above. Even the modern reinterpretation of these cultural narratives carries a calming effect. Documentaries, podcasts, and digital storytelling allow viewers to engage with reports of UFOs, strange phenomena, and extraterrestrial possibilities in a way that balances curiosity with grounded reflection. These formats often include interviews with eyewitnesses, scientists, and historians, blending factual accounts with gentle narration that encourages thoughtful contemplation. Listening or imagining these accounts, one can experience a soothing rhythm of curiosity, observing the unknown while remaining anchored in the comfort and safety of the present moment. Ultimately, the cultural influence of extraterrestrial phenomena teaches us that wonder and imagination are timeless companions. From ancient stargazers to contemporary audiences, humans have always found comfort and fascination in the mysteries of the sky. Tonight, as you lie quietly, you can feel yourself connected to this lineage, allowing the calm intrigue of culture, story, and art to guide your thoughts. The ordinary and extraordinary coexist seamlessly here, and within that balance, your mind can rest, reflect, and drift freely into calm contemplation. Picture the quiet night stretching outward, dotted with stars, distant planets, and the occasional flicker of unexplained light. Imagine the gentle hum of imagination as it weaves together ancient myths, modern narratives, folklore, art, and media, creating a soft tapestry of curiosity and wonder. Each thread is gentle and soothing, inviting you to explore without haste, to reflect without urgency, and to rest while feeling part of a larger, timeless human story. Your breath, the rise and fall of your chest, and the softness of your surroundings anchor you, allowing the mind to move freely among stories, lights, and possibilities without fear or tension. As sleep draws near, let the cultural echoes of curiosity, mystery, and imagination merge with your own reflections. Allow the lights above, the stories of past generations, and the rich tapestry of human culture to guide your thoughts gently into dreams. The ordinary comfort of your room blends effortlessly with the extraordinary ideas and narratives inspired by the night sky. Here, you are both participant and observer, lying quietly in the warmth of your bed while traversing the timeless paths of imagination and cultural reflection. Tonight, the night sky, human culture, and personal contemplation exist in harmony. Let your mind drift among the stars, the myths, the films, the folklore, and the art inspired by mysteries beyond our understanding. Feel the gentle pull of curiosity, the soothing rhythm of reflection, and the quiet satisfaction of knowing that wonder has always been, and will always be, part of the human experience. You are safe, grounded, and free to explore the calm beauty of imagination. The extraordinary and the ordinary coexist here perfectly, allowing your thoughts to wander gently, peacefully, and with serene fascination. In recent years, the study of extraterrestrial phenomena has entered a new and fascinating phase, blending the curiosity of ordinary observers with the precision of modern science. Advanced technology has allowed researchers to examine the skies in unprecedented detail using high-resolution cameras, radar systems, satellite imagery, and even artificial intelligence to detect subtle anomalies that might otherwise go unnoticed. Drones now glide silently over fields, capturing unusual light patterns from perspectives once reserved for military or scientific use. Even on a quiet night, ordinary people with smartphones or cameras can capture fleeting glimpses of lights or movements, moments that invite careful observation and gentle reflection. Modern investigations often begin with detailed analysis of data captured by instruments designed for precision. Radar systems, for example, detect objects in the sky that may be invisible to the naked eye. Satellites orbit the Earth, capturing real-time images that allow researchers to track anomalies over time. High-resolution cameras mounted on telescopes, weather balloons, or private observatories reveal intricate patterns of light and movement. This technology, once limited to government agencies and large scientific institutions, has gradually become accessible to amateur astronomers and citizen scientists. These observers contribute to a growing body of knowledge, recording anomalies and sharing data in ways that were unimaginable just a few decades ago. The release of previously classified government documents has further enriched modern understanding. In 2020, the Pentagon released videos captured by Navy pilots showing objects moving in ways that seemed to defy the known laws of physics. These objects appeared to accelerate suddenly, shift direction rapidly, and hover with no visible means of propulsion. Official statements acknowledged that these phenomena remain unexplained, prompting renewed interest and serious investigation within both scientific and public communities. Analysts emphasize that while many sightings can be attributed to natural or human-made causes, a portion of the observed activity defies conventional explanation, leaving room for thoughtful reflection and careful scientific inquiry. Researchers and ufologists approach these investigations with meticulous methodology. They examine radar data, flight logs, atmospheric conditions, and eyewitness accounts, seeking to differentiate ordinary explanations, such as meteors, weather balloons, drones, or aircraft, from truly anomalous events. Peer-reviewed studies and government reports often present a balanced view, acknowledging the limits of current understanding while inviting further investigation. Psychologists note that the combination of nighttime observation, heightened attention, and memory formation can influence eyewitness accounts. Yet, even when accounting for perceptual biases, a significant number of reports remain compelling and difficult to dismiss. Citizen science has added a new layer of engagement to modern investigation. Online platforms allow ordinary people to upload videos, photographs, and detailed reports of unusual aerial phenomena. Researchers analyze these submissions, cross-referencing them with known flight paths, weather conditions, and astronomical events. In this way, the night sky has become a shared laboratory where careful observation and calm curiosity converge. Ordinary observers, lying in their beds or walking quietly beneath the stars, participate in an ongoing human effort to understand the unknown, bridging personal experience with systematic study. Historical and contemporary cases continue to fuel investigation and reflection. From the famous sightings in New Mexico and New Hampshire to reports across Europe, Asia, and South America, each account contributes to a growing mosaic of observation. Some anomalies have been explained convincingly, while others remain elusive, provoking careful curiosity rather than panic. Researchers note that the unexplained cases often involve multiple corroborating witnesses, consistent trajectories, and unusual flight characteristics. Even when explanation is elusive, the calm and measured study of these events provides a sense of continuity, connecting present-day observers to the long human tradition of looking skyward and noticing the extraordinary. The integration of technology, government transparency, and citizen participation has transformed how we experience the night sky. The ordinary act of looking up, once limited to passive wonder, now carries a subtle sense of engagement. Each observer becomes part of a larger network of careful watchers, contributing observations, reflecting on anomalies, and participating in the ongoing narrative of cosmic mystery. The quiet thrill of noticing a subtle light or movement is now coupled with the knowledge that others around the world may be witnessing something similar, adding depth and connection to the experience. As you lie quietly tonight, let your mind wander gently through these modern perspectives. Imagine the glow of a distant light moving slowly and deliberately across the night sky. Perhaps it is captured by a satellite, noted in a radar log, or recorded by an amateur astronomer nearby. Consider the care and precision of researchers analyzing data, weighing ordinary explanations against subtle anomalies, and always leaving space for curiosity. Your own observation, your awareness, and your imagination are part of this continuum. Even in the stillness of your room, you participate in the human effort to understand, contemplate, and respect the vastness and mystery of the cosmos. Reflection on these modern investigations also reveals a subtle philosophical truth. The unknown is not inherently frightening, but an invitation to wonder. The vastness of the universe, the complexity of potential phenomena, and the beauty of observation encourage calm engagement rather than anxiety. The night sky becomes a canvas of possibility, where curiosity is celebrated, imagination is guided gently, and discovery is pursued with patience and care. Even as some questions remain unresolved, the process of careful study, observation, and contemplation offers a quiet sense of fulfillment, a soothing rhythm for the mind and spirit. In addition to the technological and methodological aspects, modern investigations honor the personal experience of witnesses. Their accounts, carefully documented and analyzed, reveal a balance of calm awe and careful reporting. Pilots, observers, and night watchers often describe sensations of wonder, small pulses of excitement, or quiet introspection. These feelings echo across time, connecting contemporary experiences with those of countless humans who have gazed at the stars with similar curiosity. In this sense, modern study does not diminish the magic of observation. It enhances it, providing context, credibility, and reassurance that curiosity can coexist with calm reflection. Even the act of imagining modern investigation can be meditative. Picture yourself lying beneath the night sky, noting the subtle flicker of a light, tracing its movement with gentle attention, and reflecting on the care and patience of scientists and citizen observers who analyze similar phenomena. Each detail, each observation, each reflection is part of a tapestry of human curiosity. Let your mind drift among satellites, radar traces, and quiet reports, tracing the subtle paths of unknown lights with the same calm fascination as those who have observed them in reality. This gentle, meditative visualization allows both relaxation and mental engagement to coexist, a perfect balance for the mind before sleep. Finally, allow yourself to feel the harmony of ordinary and extraordinary as the night continues. Your room, your breath, the subtle rhythm of your heartbeat, all remain anchors of safety and comfort. Meanwhile, the sky above invites curiosity, gentle wonder, and imaginative reflection. The technological advances, careful research, and citizen observations all exist alongside your own quiet awareness, creating a sense of participation in a vast and ongoing human endeavor. Even without movement, without sound, you are part of this shared experience, connected to the larger story of cosmic investigation. Tonight, the extraordinary and ordinary coexist perfectly. You can rest in the warmth and comfort of your surroundings, while your mind wanders gently across radar logs, satellite paths, and subtle movements of light. Let the rhythm of your breath synchronize with the quiet patterns above, tracing the possibilities of the unknown with calm attention. Each inhalation carries curiosity, each exhalation releases tension, and each gentle thought reinforces the serenity of the moment. As sleep approaches, allow the mysteries of the sky, the stories of observers, the precision of modern investigation, and your own reflective imagination to blend seamlessly into a gentle, harmonious experience. The night stretches silently, welcoming you to drift along with a tapestry of technology, curiosity, history, and wonder. The lights, patterns, and subtle anomalies become companions in this journey, guiding the mind toward calm, restful observation. You are safe, grounded, and fully at peace, embraced by the ordinary comfort of your room and the extraordinary possibilities of the universe above. As the night stretches quietly around you, it is natural to turn inward, allowing your mind to wander through the mysteries of the universe, reflecting not only on the stars above but also on what they might mean for humanity and for yourself. Throughout history, humans have gazed upward with a mixture of awe, curiosity, and quiet reverence, seeking to understand whether life exists beyond our small, blue planet. This moment of calm introspection, just before sleep, provides a unique opportunity to explore such questions gently, allowing the mind to drift through time, space, and imagination without urgency or fear. Tonight, you are invited into this space to join the long lineage of observers who have looked skyward with a calm sense of wonder. Imagine, for a moment, the countless ordinary nights throughout history when someone first noticed a strange flicker of light, a slow-moving shape in the distance, or a subtle anomaly that did not fit the familiar rhythm of the night. Perhaps it was a farmer in the rolling fields of 19th century Europe, stepping out to check on livestock under a clear starry sky, only to notice a strange luminous object hovering silently above the horizon. Or a pilot in the 1950s, soaring above clouds in the darkness, suddenly spotting an object moving in impossible patterns across the sky. Even children, wandering in the quiet streets of small towns or peering out bedroom windows, have occasionally glimpsed lights that lingered in memory for a lifetime. These moments, both fleeting and profound, are united by the same human impulse: curiosity, reflection, and a gentle acknowledgement that the universe may be larger and more mysterious than it first appears. The psychological dimensions of such experiences are particularly fascinating. Nighttime perception is uniquely attuned to subtle changes in the environment. Shadows, light patterns, and movement appear more vivid. The mind becomes both alert and relaxed, poised to notice phenomena that might be overlooked during the busyness of daytime. Researchers in psychology and cognitive science note that this heightened awareness often leads to vivid memories, a blend of observation and imagination, which can feel entirely real. Yet, despite the potential for misperception, countless eyewitness accounts across decades and continents display remarkable consistency. Lights that hover or move deliberately, shapes that seem intelligent in their trajectory, and experiences that leave observers with a profound sense of awe rather than fear. Consider some historical examples that have been carefully documented. The Betty and Barney Hill encounter in 1961, in New Hampshire, remains one of the most thoroughly studied cases. Driving along a quiet road late at night, they noticed a bright object in the sky. What began as a simple observation of light evolved into a detailed and complex narrative involving beings, craft, and even star maps. Psychologists who examined the case noted the clarity of the memory, the consistency of details across multiple recollections, and the profound psychological impact the event had on the Hills for years afterward. Similarly, in 1947, the Roswell incident captured the imagination of a nation when initial reports suggested the recovery of a flying disc, only to be later revised officially as a weather balloon. Yet the eyewitness narratives persisted, inspiring curiosity, speculation, and further investigation. As you lie quietly tonight, you can imagine yourself stepping into these historical moments. Picture the calm of a quiet road, the gentle hush of the evening, and the faint, deliberate movement of a light in the distance. The ordinary world, the familiar houses, the soft glow of street lamps, the rustle of trees in the breeze, remains anchored and comforting. And yet, beyond the familiar, there exists a layer of quiet mystery, subtle and inviting, encouraging you to wonder about intelligence, purpose, and connection beyond Earth. This duality, grounded in safety yet open to the unknown, is a hallmark of the calm intrigue that defines these experiences. Cultural interpretations add another dimension to this reflection. In ancient times, lights in the sky were often regarded as messages from the divine, omens, or celestial guides. In modern culture, they are interpreted through the lens of science, ufology, and imagination. Films, literature, and art have translated these encounters into narratives that explore intelligence beyond Earth, consciousness, and the philosophical implications of life in the cosmos. H. G. Wells' The War of the Worlds, for instance, presents a blend of awe and philosophical inquiry, inviting readers to contemplate intelligence and survival on a universal scale. Later, films like Close Encounters of the Third Kind or series such as The X-Files portray encounters with calm curiosity, wonder, and subtle tension rather than fear. These cultural reflections serve as mirrors, helping individuals process the extraordinary while remaining safely anchored in ordinary life. Even folklore and oral traditions carry echoes of these experiences. In countless regions around the world, stories circulate about mysterious lights, silent visitors, and brief glimpses of beings or objects in the night sky. These accounts, though varied in detail, share a common thread: the interplay of ordinary nights and extraordinary phenomena, interpreted in ways that reflect local culture, belief, and imagination. Some may be spiritual, some technological, and some entirely unexplained, yet all contribute to a collective understanding of how humans process wonder, curiosity, and the unknown. Reflection also invites contemplation of the broader philosophical and existential implications of these mysteries. What does it mean for our place in the universe if life exists elsewhere? How might consciousness, intelligence, or perception differ across worlds, dimensions, or realities? These questions do not require immediate answers. Rather, they offer gentle opportunities for the mind to explore, to stretch, and to imagine. Lying quietly, with your own heartbeat and breath as anchors, you can allow your thoughts to drift across these possibilities, blending curiosity with calm, imagination with grounded awareness. Modern investigation adds yet another layer to this reflective experience. Scientists, engineers, and dedicated researchers examine anomalies with meticulous care. Radar data, high-resolution footage, atmospheric conditions, and eyewitness accounts are studied, cross-referenced, and analyzed. In some cases, the phenomena remain unexplained, offering spaces for gentle curiosity and continued wonder. Even the act of participating in this quiet contemplation as a conscious observer of the night mirrors the approach of these investigators. Each thought, each imaginative exploration of lights or patterns in the sky is part of a continuum of human engagement with the cosmos. Now, allow your mind to wander slowly and gently among these reflections. Imagine the light of distant stars, the subtle glow of a craft or phenomenon moving silently across the night, and the shared human experience of witnessing something extraordinary. Feel the calm of your room, the softness of your bed, the rhythmic rise and fall of your breath. With each inhalation, let curiosity expand gently. With each exhalation, release tension and worry. In this serene balance, you are both observer and participant, rooted in safety yet open to the wonders of the unknown. Consider also the quiet connections between generations of observers. The ancients, mid-century witnesses, modern researchers, and countless people across centuries all share a subtle, unspoken bond: the recognition that the universe is vast, layered, and mysterious. Their awe, curiosity, and reflection reach forward in time to you tonight, quietly threading through your own consciousness. You are linked to these countless minds who paused, looked skyward, and allowed themselves to wonder, their experiences echoing softly in the night. As your body relaxes further, you may feel a sense of timelessness, as though your mind is floating gently along the continuum of human observation. Visualize the subtle lights, the faint patterns, the quiet movements of objects both known and unknown. Each flicker becomes a note in a symphony of calm curiosity, each path of light a gentle guide for your imagination. The night stretches endlessly, inviting you to explore without pressure, to contemplate without urgency, and to rest while holding both ordinary comfort and extraordinary possibility in your awareness. Now, allow these reflections to merge seamlessly into the rhythm of sleep. The lights, the stars, the stories, and the gentle threads of human history flow together into a soft tapestry, each element supporting calm, curiosity, and wonder. Imagine yourself drifting along this tapestry, weightless, safe, and serene, your consciousness tracing the quiet paths of light across the sky. Every breath, every heartbeat, every gentle thought guides you deeper into a reflective, restful state, where mystery and calm coexist effortlessly. Tonight, in this quiet space, you are part of a long lineage of observers, thinkers, and dreamers. The mysteries of the sky, the reports of the past, the stories woven through culture and imagination, they are all gently entwined with your own awareness. You are connected, relaxed, and fully present, allowing the ordinary and the extraordinary to exist in harmony. The universe is vast, the night is calm, and the stories of wonder continue, stretching from the ancients to you, right here, right now. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the bed. Let your mind drift further along the gentle currents of history, culture, and imagination. Allow the night to cradle you, carrying you into a space where reflection, curiosity, and serenity coexist. The lights in the sky, whether stars, craft, or unexplained phenomena, become companions in this quiet journey. They invite you to explore the universe calmly, to wonder without fear, and to rest deeply in the knowledge that the extraordinary can be embraced gently from the comfort of your own room. And so, as you breathe slowly, deeply, and evenly, let your consciousness float along the quiet paths of the cosmos. Allow curiosity, reflection, and calm to guide you toward restful sleep. Tonight, you are both observer and participant in the ongoing story of humanity's fascination with the unknown. Let the ordinary world, the extraordinary universe, and your own imagination weave together in a harmonious dance, carrying you gently into dreams. The night is vast, silent, and full of possibility, and within it, you are safe, calm, and profoundly at peace. Tonight, as you lie in the gentle comfort of your bed, let the soft weight of the blankets and the familiar warmth of your room anchor you in a calm and secure space. Outside, the night stretches quietly, enveloping the world in a soft, velvety darkness. The stars glimmer faintly, scattered across the sky like tiny beacons of curiosity, each one a silent witness to the stories of humanity, the history of exploration, and the enduring wonder of the unknown. Tonight, we step into that quiet space together, letting the ordinary world blend with the extraordinary, where gentle imagination and thoughtful reflection can coexist in perfect harmony. Imagine a night much like this one, centuries ago, when ancient civilizations lifted their gaze toward the sky. The Sumerians, Egyptians, and Mayans charted the stars with careful precision, crafting myths that interpreted celestial movements as messages from gods, cosmic guides, or distant intelligences. They watched as comets streaked across the heavens, as planets shifted positions, and as mysterious lights appeared in otherwise calm skies. Each observation was a blend of careful record-keeping and imaginative interpretation, a bridge between human curiosity and the infinite cosmos. Theirs was a night of wonder not unlike your own, where the ordinary rhythms of daily life paused for a moment of quiet reflection. Centuries later, in the mid-20th century, ordinary nights again became extraordinary for countless people around the world. Pilots flying across silent skies noticed lights that moved with impossible precision. Farmers in remote fields witnessed glowing objects hovering above their crops, sometimes disappearing and reappearing in ways that defied explanation. Ordinary people, night shift workers, travelers, even children, glimpsed phenomena that lingered in memory, subtle yet impossible to forget. Historians note that many of these events were recorded carefully, yet the official accounts often contrasted sharply with the personal narratives. In 1947, the Roswell incident captured public attention with its dramatic claim of a flying disc recovered by the military, only to be later explained as a weather balloon. Yet the eyewitness testimony remained vivid and persistent, reminding humanity that sometimes the extraordinary slips quietly into ordinary nights. The experiences of eyewitnesses are particularly fascinating when we consider the psychological dimensions of observation. Psychologists note that our perception is heightened at night, when familiar surroundings are quiet and our minds are both relaxed and alert. A small flicker of light, a gentle movement in the distance, or an unusual pattern in the sky can linger in the memory with remarkable clarity. For those who witness such phenomena, the feelings are often calm awe, gentle curiosity, or quiet fascination rather than fear. This delicate balance of emotion, relaxation coupled with intrigue, forms the very essence of nighttime wonder, allowing the mind to entertain possibilities that daylight often dismisses. Now, consider the cultural and artistic reflections of these mysteries. Literature and film have long translated the extraordinary into forms that allow collective imagination to flourish. H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds invited readers to contemplate life beyond Earth, blending tension with philosophical questions about intelligence, survival, and curiosity. Later, films like Close Encounters of the Third Kind and series such as The X-Files portrayed extraterrestrial phenomena with a combination of wonder, calm intrigue, and subtle suspense. These cultural artifacts have shaped how ordinary people perceive fleeting lights, unusual objects, or strange movements in the night sky, embedding curiosity and imagination into the collective human consciousness. Even music, art, and folklore contribute to this tapestry, offering layers of reflection and inspiration that connect our personal experiences to larger cultural narratives. As your breathing slows and your body relaxes further, imagine yourself traveling gently across the night sky, following the subtle glimmer of distant lights. Perhaps they move deliberately, almost thoughtfully, tracing invisible paths that hint at intelligence. Or perhaps they shimmer as quiet reminders of natural phenomena we do not yet fully understand. Consider that some of these lights, for centuries, have been carefully observed by humans and recorded meticulously: comets, meteor showers, planetary alignments, but others remain persistently mysterious, defying categorization. The very fact that humanity continues to observe, measure, and speculate reflects the deep-rooted need to understand our place in the cosmos, even when certainty remains out of reach. Modern science has added another layer to this experience. Today, researchers examine the skies with radar systems, high-resolution cameras, and satellite imagery, seeking anomalies that challenge conventional explanation. Navy pilots' footage released by the Pentagon in 2020 shows objects moving with extraordinary speed and precision, yet without visible propulsion. Analysts study these phenomena rigorously, often finding no immediate explanation, and leaving a space where curiosity, calm observation, and wonder coexist. Citizen scientists, amateur astronomers, and quiet observers around the world now participate in this ongoing investigation, bridging personal experience with structured research and allowing ordinary nights to be infused with extraordinary possibility. Even as you lie comfortably, you can imagine yourself part of this ongoing tapestry of observation. Each glance toward the sky, each fleeting awareness of movement or light, joins centuries of human curiosity and reflection. The night invites you to consider your own connection to these mysteries, to allow your mind to wander across history, culture, science, and imagination simultaneously. In this serene moment, the ordinary and extraordinary are inseparable. The soft warmth of your room, the gentle rise and fall of your breath, the quiet hum of the world outside, and the vast, mysterious cosmos stretching silently above. Reflection on these experiences brings a sense of quiet continuity. Across generations, humans have gazed upward in calm wonder. They have recorded, interpreted, speculated, and dreamed. You, lying in this room tonight, are part of that lineage. Each heartbeat, each inhalation and exhalation links you to centuries of observers who have quietly contemplated the night sky. The mysteries they saw, the lights they followed, the questions they asked, all continue to resonate through time, reaching you here and now. There is a deep serenity in realizing that your curiosity is shared across time, that you are connected to countless minds who have paused, looked upward, and quietly wondered. Let yourself now drift deeper into this reflective calm. Picture the stars stretching endlessly, the gentle movements of unknown lights above, and the subtle interplay of shadow and luminescence on the horizon. Imagine yourself floating softly among these patterns, your mind tracing their movements slowly and deliberately, with no need to explain, judge, or solve. Let the rhythm of your breath synchronize with the quiet dance of light and shadow, each inhalation bringing calm awareness, each exhalation releasing tension, leaving only serenity and curiosity. Think also of the stories you have heard tonight, of ancient civilizations, mid-century eyewitnesses, cultural reflections, and modern scientific investigations. Each story, each account, and each observation merges in your imagination into a vast mosaic of calm intrigue. You are part of this living tapestry, both observer and participant, resting in the ordinary while exploring the extraordinary. The sky above, vast and silent, becomes a mirror of your inner mind, reflecting curiosity, wonder, and gentle serenity. As sleep approaches, allow these images and reflections to merge seamlessly into the background of your consciousness. The lights in the sky, the stories of those who came before, the rhythm of your breathing, and the soft quiet of the night all become one harmonious experience. Your mind drifts, floating through layers of history, culture, science, and imagination. The extraordinary and the ordinary coexist perfectly, and within that balance, there is peace. Finally, let yourself rest fully, wrapped in calm awareness and gentle curiosity. The night is vast, mysterious, and silent, yet it is also welcoming and serene. You are safe, you are grounded, and you are free to explore the mysteries of the cosmos in thought, imagination, and quiet reflection. Sleep now, carried on a gentle tide of wonder and calm, knowing that the ordinary world and the extraordinary universe exist together harmoniously, inviting you to rest, dream, and awaken with the quiet thrill of cosmic possibility in your heart.